Call toll-free.
The Rolling Stallones are out for vengeance in today's drive-in feature. Double dusted.
Hey, Miss Felon. Look here.
Stand by.
One for C-Lab, two for Ego, three for Wolverine to round out the trio in this episode. Everybody dies.
Broadcasting live from inside the Power Band, this is The Blog. In this episode, everybody dies. What do I say next?
I'm your host.
I'm your host, the Wolverine, along with my intrepid super companions, Head in a Jar Higo.
You.
And of course, the orange sassy slab lab, Chad.
Hey guys. Hey Dad.
Welcome to the show, folks. This week, we are tackling possibly one of the worst films ever made, and we are joined by our good friends, the Rolling Stallones, Mr. Marvelous, and Expertiz. Nick and Nick, welcome back.
What's up, fellas? How you doing, man? Good to be back on Valverde, as always.
Valverde always loves having you.
Hey, boys.
Yo.
Your ass is grass, and we're the lawnmowers.
There we go.
We've been keeping you waiting, saving this gem just for you guys.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah, I suppose we deserve that.
I have a theory about that.
Putting you through this.
Yeah, Nick has a theory on this.
I have a theory about that. You lulled us into a false sense of security with Rocky 3.
Yeah,
Then you dragged us in with Driven. Then you did Judge Dredd. And now you have us doing this movie, and I think you're questioning our loyalty to the Stallone name. And you have us rethinking.
We're testing you.
You have us rethinking a change of name of the group, where we're going to be maybe Chuck Norris Day in the Time. Or a flock of seagulls. We haven't decided yet.
Flock of seagulls, dude. Oh my fucking god.
Dude, please change it to Flock of Seagulls.
That needs to be a rap alter ego now.
It really does, man.
We really think, though, that's the conspiracy that we think is afoot with y'all, man.
So
You're really trying to question our loyalty.
Oh, come on, man. We haven't made you do Rhinestone yet.
Right?
Yeah, and but
you may as well.
And it's got Dolly Parton in it.
Yeah, it's got Dolly.
I mean, I'll be all right with that.
It's either Dolly or Joe Beth Williams. You take your pick.
It's actually a better movie.
I believe you.
Now, look, we told you that the Stallone that we relate to is either in Rambo or in Rocky.
Yeah, no.
It's not Joe the Hummer Tanto.
I lean towards Cobra sometimes, though.
Cobra. It's not Joe Bombowski, whatever this dude's name is.
Matter of fact, we just had some pizza, cut it up with scissors.
With your fingerless gloves.
that is why we are intent on keeping you on the edge of your comfort zone, even out of your comfort zone when you come on this show.
At least outside of your enjoyment zone.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah, good. I'm glad, man. We're glad to have you guys back.
High level us, fellas.
Well, hold on a second. Wait. So as we've done oftentimes when we have the Stallones on, we usually do it in
celebration.
Conjunction celebration of a release of theirs. It seems apropos, and this time is no different as Expertiz is releasing his solo album. And that is dropping very soon. So, X, tell us about that new album.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Expertiz. The album is called That Which Bears Repeating. It's 18 tracks produced exclusively, entirely by the god Goji Rock. I do have my boy Nicky Marv on one track. And I've got my boy M. Tri from Brooklyn on one track. But other than that, it is strictly an Expertiz affair, and it's something I'm really excited about. It's something that I started writing after my second solo album back in 2011, and it just got kind of backburnered. And obviously there was a whole lot of Stallones over the past couple of years, but you know, I also went through a lot of personal shit in that time. So all of that, everything that's kind of happened, and it's really well represented in the project. I'm really proud. I'm really excited for it to drop. It's probably late August, early September. But it's fire. It's a representation of where I am as an artist, as a person, and as a human. And I think there's all of those elements and components are make this I think my finest hour personally. So I'm very excited about it, and we're looking to drop this very soon.
Fuck yeah!
Excellent.
Excited.
Wow, that sounds great, man. That sounds really great.
That's sick, dude.
It's been a long time in the making, you know. But I was happy to back burner it because obviously we had so much output coming from the Stallones camp on Monster Island that I was happy to put it to the back. But after we dropped Volume 5, I basically said to Nick, I said, we just did 5 albums in 22 months, and I was like, if I don't do this solo joint now, I'll probably never do it.
Yeah.
And it was something that it's just been in the back of my head for years, and we were like, all right, let's do this. And we went to work, and there's everything else that comes along with life that kind of gets in the way, but it also drives the creative process as well. So I think it's been a long time coming, but at the same time it's coming out at the best time possible for me, and it's really representing the maturation of an artist. I started rapping when I was 8 years old.
Yeah,
that's almost 40 years ago. So a lot of bars in the game, man. But I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. It's a deep project. I was glad, to take that little bit of a break so I could, pursue hitting people. But no, but I mean, it came at the right time, and X wanted to do that, and I was like, that's cool. And we had some Stallone ideas, and Goji really stepped up the production game on some stuff. I know Goji hit Higo up with some of the stuff he was working on. Like, it was just like an intense 6 months and like it's kind of setting the stage for the new Stallone stuff we got going.
Good stuff.
And look, I don't mean to put that aside either. The amount of production and the quality of production that Goji has been putting out this year. I mean, primarily, he always has. He's always been prolific, but this year he hit another level. And I was the beneficiary of that to some degree. And, the Stallones will be as well, but a lot of that updated production will be on this project. So, I want heads to hear it, but it is something, I'll just say it's something that I'm really looking forward to and really proud of.
Tell us a little bit more about that. What do you mean by that exactly?
So I think as an MC, as an artist, period, in the hip hop game, as it pertains to hip hop, I'll speak to that. There's a lot of braggadocio, there's a lot of persona that gets thrown back and forth, and the Stallones are all about that, right? We love that shit, and it's really at the heart of the culture. And it's kind of how we came up with dudes basically rapping about being good at rapping, right? Mm-hmm. That's sort of the subject matter, and we love that shit, and we'll do it all day. I could do that literally forever. But I think you can't really call yourself a true MC if you lack the kind of artistry around everything else that goes on in life. Mm-hmm. And I've since this album, I've had in my family, I've had suicide. I've had tragic death. I myself have gone through alcoholism and subsequent recovery. I've watched my children grow up. And I think all of that sort of it bleeds through the speakers on this project. It's not just me saying, oh, my name's Expertiz, I think I'm the greatest rapper alive. It's me telling you I'm trying to be the greatest artist that I can be. You know, so it's kind of all encompassing.
Greatest person you can be.
Right. So when I say that I'm very proud of it, what I mean is that I kind of push myself as an artist to really expose myself and, you know, not be afraid to come at it from a very personal perspective. And I've done that before here and there, but I think there's songs on this project that specifically, you know, humanize the artist that is Expertiz. And again, not to diminish, Goji is incredible on this project, and I think, you know, those two components in conjunction, you know, make this album, again, it's called That Which Bears Repeating, something that I'm excited about and I want people to hear.
Yeah, no doubt, man. It sounds like it's like leveling up, you know, not that you were at a shitty level before, you know, like you guys were kicking it before, absolutely murdering albums and getting shit done. You had different, you know, themes to the albums and like we're really rocking it out, but it sounds like what you're saying partially is like as an artist you kind of graduate into actual artistry through some of that vulnerability, like it's beyond that surface level stuff. So I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's really cool, man. Yeah, super excited really cool. To check it out.
Yeah, can't wait to hear it, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Baby. Well, having heard one of the tracks, a rough cut of one of the tracks, I can tell you that it's tight AF.
It's tight AF. I thought about naming it that. Tight AF.
There you go. I thought you might, dude.
By Flock of Seagulls.
It fits well with the sort of sense of vulnerability and like, you know,
totally.
revealing yourself and being bare and honest. Like, I think that's a great title.
There you have it, folks. Tight AF.
Peace.
I mean, I've never been in the music game, but from like being obsessed with music in general and, you know, reading biographies and seeing documentaries and stuff, it seems like, you know, half of the time solo joints can cause problems with groups, but it seems like the other half of the time it's like an opportunity to kind of break new ground and new stuff comes back into the group too. So I'm curious if you feel as though, I mean, it sounds like you're saying some of that growth as an artist, maybe speaking on behalf of Goj as well as yourself, it sounds like it'll feed back in through to the Stallones as well.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I mean, you know, Goji was always a prolific producer, but like January 1st, like, no lie, like he just hit the boards hard. And I mean, for like 6 months straight, like pumping out like 5-6 different beats a week and just a completely different growth of sound, which influences you as a writer to like do different things. And like, and I hope you don't mind me saying, it's like X's like version of the album at first was like, you know, before January, it was solid, but then the new production started coming into play and it started shaping it differently. And I think that's pushing, you know, that's going to definitely influence the Stallones moving forward, you know?
Yeah, look, like Nick was saying, the production all year has been just off the fucking rack. I only took a small piece of that. So the cupboards, as Nick likes to say, the cupboards are full, and we are geared up once this drops to really move toward volume 6 and see which direction it takes us.
Yes, dude.
Like Goji, like no lie, Goji's got like 150 beats just sitting in the chamber, and we're like, we can't record all of these, but what it does is it's forcing us, like even, you know, for X to pick like the best of the best or what he wants, you know, and just have like a wide variety of sound. So now we have a lot to choose from and what we're going to go forward with and stuff, man. And I think this album's a definite, like, I don't want to say it's a transition to the new Stallone stuff, but I guess more of like a leveling up and a growth in the sound. So
yeah, and the album doesn't really reflect the Rolling Stallones per se. You know, Nick is on a track, but it's very much an Expertiz driven project.
Yeah.
And obviously Goji is right behind that. But I wouldn't say that the sound of this project and the overall feeling behind this project is anything that the Stallones will pursue further. You know, if anything, maybe it just parallels and it's to the side, and then we go in a completely different direction. I don't know, but
sure.
You know, it's not something that is a Stallone sound, but it obviously being a member of the Rolling Stallones, it's very much a part of the project.
Yeah, it's got the DNA to it.
No doubt. No doubt.
It must be kind of...
It's fire, fellas. It's fire.
Not to diminish the fact that it's, a debut solo effort or, major solo album. It must be refreshing to be able to kind of do some different stuff, too, like break some different ground.
Yeah. This is actually my third solo album. So I had 2 solo albums, one in 2010.
Oh, that's right. I remember you shared your second one. That's right, yeah.
2010 through 2011. And then in between that, I did a project with a MC from Connecticut. We did a project called The Sentinels. And then obviously there was the 5 Stallones album. So this is my 9th album.
Holy shit.
You got a lot to say, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm verbose.
No, and it's good because, and like you guys said, like he gets to explore different things that when we do the Stallones project, like everything is collaborative and step together. So like with this one, it was basically like, yo, whatever you want to do, back your play, and this is your album, this is how you want it to sound, then do it. There was no, it was just like just the love and support, teamwork there as always,
I will say the Stallones joint on the album is a banger. It is a banger.
I mean, it's a bit inevitable, to be fair.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I'm just really excited about it. I hate taking up too much of the spotlight, but I am very excited, so I appreciate the
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude. Happy to share the love. We're really pumped for it, too.
When am I going to be able to put my ears on this thing?
Well, we had August 29th as the drop date. It may slip a little bit, but we're thinking the first week of September it's out.
Sick.
At the latest.
I can't wait.
Yeah. It's like 85% right now, like mastered, recorded, everything like that.
Maybe more. So it's close.
Yeah.
It's really close.
We'll be right around the time this comes out, probably, hopefully. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, fellas.
Yeah, no worries. What'd you think of this turd of a movie?
Wait a minute. Whoa. Easy. Hold on.
Hit by a pitch.
That was a jankety ass segue right there.
Thank you. Your worst segue.
That was some like 2 shoes and a dryer shit.
Yeah, dude. Leathery burnt bacon, bro. Come on.
Wow.
Leathery bag with my face on it.
Old leather gym bag. All right.
Wait, that was from John Wick 4.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
I listened to that. That was hilarious.
Dude, I just saw that they're like making the side fucking piece, like the Continental show, and there's going to be a young gym bag with a face on it. I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, because you guys were talking about, what's his name?
Wait a minute.
What's the guy's name?
Ian McShane.
Ian McShane.
Ian McShane, yeah.
That's right.
Isn't Mel Gibson going to be in that shit?
I don't know.
Wait a minute, dude. What are you talking about? There's going to be
Mel Gibson's best work was as a diorama on that YouTube channel.
Wait. There's a show. There's a show now about the.
Wait. Excuse to eject. Hang on.
I'm not ejecting, dude. I'm not ejecting.
Yeah, it's a John Wick show, dude. Starring Ian McShane's old leathery balls. All
right. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that.
Was that a better segue?
Yeah, that was really good. It was funny anyway. All right. So there you go, folks. That Which Bears Repeating by Expertiz, the solo album, the third one.
I just sent an album cover proposal.
Coming out around September 1st. It should be right around the time this show drops. So by all means, check that out. We've always loved these guys' music since we've found each other, and this should be no different. So check that out. And now, on to the main event. Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, starring, of course, Chad's dad and Estelle Getty at the height of her Golden Girls fame. And not really anybody else. Jo Beth Williams, and that's about it. Stallones, you have the honor of the high level. Hit it.
Take the floor, my man.
I came into this movie gunning hard. I had never seen it before, and
running and gunning.
I'm almost sad to say I didn't hate it as much as I was hoping to.
Oh, great!
And that I thought it was light years better than Driven. So
agreed.
And
yeah, it was.
I mean, I guess my high level is this. It's a cookie cutter film starring Estelle Getty. You could have put any East Coast tough guy action star in there instead of Stallone, and the movie would have still been the same.
Yeah.
You know, substitute Bruce Willis, and I don't see much difference in the film.
Yeah. No,
I agree.
with that.
Although Bruce Willis would have been better. But my thing with Stallone in this flick, and this is an Estelle Getty vehicle, 100%. She is the star of the movie without question.
Yes.
That's a
good point.
My take on Stallone in this movie is he is a cross between Ray Tango and Joe the Hummer Tanto. So he basically he wants to be a cool cop, but at the same time he's kind of like this almost pathetic version of, you know, what a cop is or what a race car driver is, and he kind of mixes the two into like this bowl of oatmeal, right? He's just oatmeal in this movie. There's no flavor to it.
Oat-cano.
He needs the oat-cano rolling through.
He's the oat-cano.
It's just he's not great in the movie, but the movie is not bad.
Interesting, man. Well, great take. You are freaking nerd deep, bro. I love it. nice take.
Only as it pertains to Sylvester Stallone.
Well, I don't know about that, but anyway, yes, that was great. Who wants to go next?
I'm kind of pumped you guys are digging it a little bit. I thought we'd go like full fucking demon mode on it, but I think
nah.
I think I'm riding on that trike with y'all a little bit, just in the sense of like it was. I mean, when do you get to see Sylvester Stallone in a goddamn diaper? Like it was just fucking ridiculous, man. Like,
dude, that was disturbing. Oh my god,
pretty
that
horrifying.
was disturbing.
Like he gets fucking tucked in and sung a goddamn lullaby, and like has to deal with all of the like annoying mom shit that we all remember from our adolescent years. It was just really, it was kind of charming while being the most cookie cuttery bullshit fucking movie in the world. So I think I'm riding on that trike.
Dude, the diaper scene, you know, that's why that's got to be the reason Schwarzenegger tricked him into doing the movie.
Probably.
Yeah, right?
I got to see him in the diaper.
It was pretty
He's a
fucking
big
good.
baby.
Sorry, did I cut you off?
No, I'm just like meditating on the fact that like we get to see Stallone in a diaper and it's funny, haha, for 2 seconds, but he had to fucking walk around a set for a couple hours with that shit on. And like, I'm just thinking about how funny that shit is, dude.
I went doo-doo.
No, I went dude.
Now I went doo.
Oh, that's fucking beautiful. I'll change you.
Benny, any other thoughts, Benny?
High level.
Well, yeah, that was not a high level, but
Oh, sorry. Then please proceed, Jaw Ego.
just commentary on Chad Bag, the Chad Bag.
The Chad bag.
Yeah, this is not a good movie.
No.
Okay,
No.
it's not a good movie, but
Nope.
in some ways, it was not as bad as I expected it to be. The script and the plot are pretty shit. Let's just put it out there. It's shit. But like, I feel like Estelle Getty and Sly actually had some kind of chemistry going on.
Definitely,
like it was,
dude.
you know, there was
Definitely.
something like if they actually had something funny to say to each other, it would have, you know, possibly could have been good. You know, I didn't think, you know, Sly really seemed like he was trying to make it happen, you know. But, you know, there's just all kinds of wacky shit. Like, what the fuck was up with the bad guy in this movie? Like, but,
The
like,
sheriff of
he's like
Rottingham.
a yuppie,
Yeah.
that like, but he's British, but like he has a warehouse full of guns, but it's not the guns, it's like an insurance scam, and it's like I just had no idea what the fuck was going on with that half of the movie.
And he had a belter
It's
accent.
just- yeah, it was just like
Super weird.
I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
and he had an
It was just
accent like a
goofy.
belter from The Expanse. Like he had that weird.
It was like,
Tanoda Baratna.
We get the copper now.
I hate that.
It was just like a mishmash of like. It reminds me why I hate the '90s. You know, the typical like, oh, the East Coast cop in the West Coast, and you know, and then the foreign Eurotrash bad guy, but you couldn't pin his accent, and he makes no sense. And then he had the two schmooze guys. Like suddenly he's got like two mafia lackeys.
Yeah.
But the guy did have excellent glasses. He did have excellent glasses. The skinny guy, I was impressed with those
glasses.
Ooh, those like seriously bedazzled fucking cop shades that he had. Those were
yeah.
Yeah.
He had the mafia stunners on. I was pretty impressed with those. But I mean, it was Mary Jo Beth Williams with her Seinfeld blazer.
Look, I was like, oh, at least the movie has a blazing chick in it. Oh no, wait, it's got Jo Beth Williams. Not exactly.
Just more oatmeal. Just more oatmeal.
More tapioca. But
Kate Capshaw's cousin, Jo Beth Williams.
tapioca.
Oh my God.
Look, it's. I don't think while you could have anyone else play Stallone and probably better, you couldn't necessarily have anyone else play Estelle Getty. I don't know, maybe Betty White or something. I don't know, but I do think she was good. But this is one of those flicks where I've heard people say Stallone's not a bad actor. Stallone's a good actor. Stallone's a bad actor. In this one, he's pretty bad. Like he's bad. He's bad at selling his bad jokes. Right? Yeah. He just. If he's not trying to be like Ray Tango, where he's smooth but kind of masculine, this one he's smooth and kind of neutered.
Yeah, he's
just bad. He's not very good in the movie. He just isn't. That was my opinion anyway.
That's fucking bang on, dude. I'm not going to argue with you on that one.
I don't know.
My high level is I didn't really think about that until you said it, X. I think it's not really like a Stallone movie, like come see Stallone. It's really an Estelle Getty movie, man, more than it is a Stallone movie, you know, or certainly a vehicle for Estelle Getty, because this was like at the height, like Golden Girls, dude. Like you can say whatever you want about it, dude, but that show was crazy popular, man. And
no doubt,
everybody loved it. So I think it is more of a vehicle for her. You know what I mean? And he's sort of playing almost second billing to her, sort of.
Yeah.
I think they might have been trying to kind of cross-generationally, you know, promote it, which I don't know if that was a good idea or not. You know, they should have just stuck it as an Estelle Getty kind of vehicle, man. But, you know, it's not... I mean, it's funny. Like I started a text thread with these two. We were talking about other stuff, and then we started talking about this movie. And all week they were like, "Dude, I don't know. It's terrible. I don't know." And I was like, "It'll be great. Just lean into it, you know, whatever." And so I was glad to hear that you guys liked it. And I think that, like, I didn't like hate the movie. Like, you know, it's sort of. It's just kind of there, you know? Like, it's not really funny unless you're into Estelle Getty jokes, you know? But I don't know if it's like
the niche comedy genre of Estelle Getty.
I love that Estelle Getty shit.
Exactly. Like, I don't know, it's not the worst movie ever, and I definitely didn't hate it. I mean, there's some endearing qualities to it and some endearing moments to it. I did not laugh during the movie. You know, there was nothing... even got a chuckle out of me, but, you know, it's just kind of there, you know?
Yeah.
Well, she showed up knowing what she was doing. Stallone was trying to figure it out as the movie went on.
Yeah. Know? I mean, just looking at Stallone's, you know, history, he just doesn't really seem to have much success with comedy. Like, Arnie's got a bunch of success with comedy. You know, I don't know. Like, maybe that's the bit here that's kind of...
Don't you think part of that is because of Schwarzenegger's accent, because his accent is so unique, and Stallone's he doesn't have an accent. He just sounds bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that enhances Arnold's comedic
He
presence.
comes in funny.
I agree. Like, he's like funny by default, kind of.
He's unintentionally funny.
Yeah.
He's like a fish out of water no matter where you put him. You know what I mean?
Right. Right, unless
But
it's
he
Austin.
killed it on Saturday Night Live. That's still one of my favorite episodes of all time. He was...
With Sly?
Yeah, dude,
Oh.
he killed that episode.
Did he really? I've never seen that one.
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude, he was hysterical. He played the computer guy who used to work at like an Orange Julius. And he was like this, like simpy look. Dude, you remember that, right, man? It was, you know about his computer.
But I think your point is right. He doesn't know what he wants to be in this. Because I think in Tango and Cash, he's kind of funny.
Yeah, okay.
He's actually kind of funny. In this, he's not.
I mean, if he pulls off a Saturday Night Live episode and can do it, then like I retract. Like then it's just he just didn't. Yeah, he never got a comedy home run under his belt, but it doesn't mean he's not capable of it.
You know, I think he's capable of it, but you can't when you're handed this script.
Yeah,
what do you do with it? You know, like I don't think anybody could have made it really funny. You know, I mean, there's just not great jokes in there.
He can potentially sell good jokes, but not bad jokes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
you know,
potentially. Yeah, I mean, have you guys checked out Tulsa King at all?
No.
I saw a few episodes of it, man.
Dude.
I saw a few. It was pretty good, man.
It's pretty good, man. You know, it's not a comedy, but he's definitely got some funny parts in it. You know, so he can do it. I think it's just got to be the right thing for him to try and deliver. You know, and this just ain't it.
Yeah.
Nah, this
you
movie
know,
had some
and it is
the
a stretch
worst.
for him. I think it's not as natural. I don't think he can, you know, alternate between quite so well like somebody like, you know, maybe Bruno or you know, Nick Cage or, you know, somebody like that who can kind of, you know, naturally sway back and forth between the serious and the funny.
Now, if Nick Cage was starring in this movie, this might have been a fucking classic.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, dude. I would actually love to see a Nick Cage
in an alternate universe.
Right? Yeah, I mean, maybe somebody that could like overplay it a little bit like that would have made it better. I don't know.
You'd have to do like the Nick Cage, and then I think the mom would have to be like kind of fucking crazy too to justify how crazy Nick Cage is. It could be like a little extra spice.
Yeah.
She's like all San Francisco hippied out or some shit instead of a Jersey mom. I don't know. The Jersey mom shit was pretty funny though.
You see, now now I had a bit of guilt in like wanting to hate this movie because truth be told, like watching Estelle Getty was like watching my mom. And like it's like a lot of the cringy shit that she did to Stallone. My mom would like if she was here now, she'd probably break out pictures. Oh, let's see your friends want to see baby pictures. Like,
I love it.
I was telling X, like I was going to this martial arts thing and she walks up, like I had just had like an operation on my knee and she goes to everybody, now nobody hit my baby. I'm 43 years old and she's saying this. I'm like, oh my God, Jesus
I love
Christ.
it, dude. That's great.
So I think that kind of skewed my appreciation of the film because I was like, it's like watching my, you know, typical East Coast tri-state mom, you know, like she'd come visit me. She's got like bags of spaghetti sauce, like like she like eggplant parm coming out of the suitcase. Like I was like, you know, cleaning the house. I was like, oh Jesus,
I love that.
She actually like when she was staying with me, she arranged my knives and polished them. I was like, oh my knife collection.
And
like,
now when you say that she arranged your knives, I refuse to believe that they were kitchen knives. I want there to be like a closet with fucking nunchucks and fucking swords and throwing stars, and she like arranged.
Yeah, no,
all
that's
that
exactly
shit.
no, that's exactly what it was.
Idea.
It was like all my fighting knives. Like she found them. Like I have them stashed throughout the house in the couch above like the doorway. I'm paranoid.
Facts.
And she was like cleaning up. She found them and they were all arranged in size order on my coffee table, and like they were polished. I was like, oh,
all 312 of them.
That's so great. Like, yeah, that's straight up, man. I mean, Estelle was cleaning the gun, dude. Like, it's lifted. Maybe they cribbed from you, from your experience.
They're your life.
Yeah. I love
that. And no wonder I'm in therapy.
Fucking great.
The one thing that drove me nuts from the jump about this movie, and unfortunately, I think Stallone got saddled with it, was the shit ass dialogue.
Yeah,
like,
fair enough.
It's bad.
Like it was like it was like the first 10 minutes of the movie is him bitching about the criminals being late.
When he says, God damn it, like 3 times.
Yeah.
That was so bad.
Detective Ross's nemesis, hey, Detective Alka-Seltzer. Like, really? That's your best insult?
Not
Detective
Duvall.
fucking Alka- Your partner got shot in the butt. You couldn't say ass?
I know.
He got shot in the butt.
I think he tells him to cut it out.
Knock it off, guy.
Hey, knock it off. There's one point where he's walking with the Stelgetti, and he says, absolutely. Instead of absolutely, they didn't even retake it. They were like, just fucking leave it.
Let's go.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
I don't know, man. I feel it definitely has like a diet swears, as Ben likes to say,
dude.
quality to it.
Wait.
You know?
Please, give me a cheese and crackers, man.
Right?
Cheese and crackers, Char-Ego.
Love it, dude.
Me and my son play that all the time.
Cheese, guys. Cheese and rice.
You guys gotta slip a cheese and crackers into one of your tracks sometimes.
Cheese and crackers, Jar-Ego.
Cheese and crackers, Jar-Ego. This movie sucks.
I mean, it is kind of a throwback to before South Park and The Simpsons kind of normalized use of the word ass and all the other stuff, you know? Like,
Yeah,
it was so
sure,
vanilla
man.
back in the day.
Super vanilla, but this had a holy shit.
Bored
This
of your
had
own
an
shit.
extra
Interested
layer.
in the show.
This had exactly, yeah. This had an extra vanilla quality to it, man. There was something special vanilla about it. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Did you see the nugget? There was a nugget floating around that this movie got a PG rating, so they threw some stuff in it to get a PG-13 so they would get more people in the theaters. Like,
No, they put a nude
I was just gonna
scene
ask
in.
that.
They put a nude scene in
it's
it.
so good,
Yeah,
dude.
they did a long play of Stallone's ass to get a
What
PG-13.
nude scene? Sylvester? Sylvester and his tidy whities or whatever?
Oh, dude, when he was
No,
like
it
doing
was-
fucking yoga on his bed, it was like, what the fuck is that about?
man? Like, what the hell was
Yeah,
that?
when he
Yeah,
woke,
that was
he woke up
uncomfortable.
in the middle of the night because she was
they
vacuuming or whatever, and he's like on all fours with his ass in the air. I was like,
Yeah, it
whoa,
was-
man.
Yeah, that was something. I don't
Then
know
he
what that
falls
was.
off the bed.
That wasn't.
Yep.
I don't think that gave it the PG-13 rating, but that was just like inappropriately uncomfortable on a lot of levels, man. So
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
It was like a fucking thirst pick from a fireman calendar. I definitely don't need that shit in my life.
Oh, dude, shit, Chad.
Even the naming of the characters were lazy. The guy who was on the window, his name in the credits was Suicide,
Suicide.
and Ving Rhames as Mr. Stereo.
Wait a minute.
Mr. Stereo.
Dude,
Yeah.
that Big
What,
Rames
dude?
intro, cameo, whatever little thing was fucking great. It was great to see Mr.
Like,
Rames.
He knocks Ving out
Wait.
right quick. Just a quick
Where
backhand,
was-
just drops Ving.
Where was Ving? Because I remember reading about that, but I never saw him
He
in
was the guy
movie.
that was in the beginning trying to like
bust.
close the briefcase full of money when they were doing the deal.
Oh,
Don't touch that, man.
You might have been merging lanes at that point, Kev.
I was watching this on the way home tonight. So
Dude, you're
it
just
is
gonna not
possible.
show up one day for this podcast.
That's
Yeah.
right. Everybody's gonna know what happened. Died while watching movie for show.
Died while watching a really bad Seagal movie
Yeah,
for a
terrible
podcast.
movie. There you go. Right.
So I meant to follow this up, thinking that we would see more of Ving Rhames in the rest of the movie, and literally he's just in like, a minute at the beginning. Did anybody else notice if it looked to me like he had a skullet, like his head was bald, but maybe he had like a little fringe of hair coming out of the back?
Are you talking about Ving?
Was that a thing? Yeah, I'm talking about Ving Rhames
Shag.
in this
Wow.
movie
No,
as
I-
Mr.
Talk
Stereo.
about Bing. I think you
He's
might
got
be
a
onto
sausage
something there,
neck.
man.
He can do it.
All right. Well,
I
I'm
didn't
not
notice
going to eject and spend the rest of the podcast trying to find a picture of it. But
I'll do it.
if I do, I'll put it in the show notes. But it looked like he just had like a
I didn't notice that. I did notice in that scene that Stallone closes the door on the driver's hand, and the driver has the gun in the other hand, where he could have just shot Stallone.
Yeah.
Instead, he just drops it and like dies because with his hand stuck in the door. Did you notice that?
Oh, God.
I'm like, why didn't you just shoot Stallone? You have your gun in the other hand.
Well, there's also, he shoots the sign to get the bad guys.
Yeah.
Like, he's got
Beginner's
the
luck.
Yeah, beginner's luck. Oh, my God. That
So-
was just...
After that scene, they go to the bar, right? And Stallone's calling his mom, and he's on the phone. Check this. In the voiceovers in the back, you can hear people talking. It's Stallone.
Is it?
The voiceover is Stallone just talking in the back.
Are you serious?
No lie. You go check it. He says like, "Hey, Vincent," or something like that.
Oh, it's like the ADR for the background shit is
Yeah.
him. Wow, that is super low budge, dude. It's super
I like how
low
it's him
rent,
because
too.
he's got like such an unrecognizable voice. He's in the background, we're like, "What are you doing later?"
Hey,
I
Vincent.
don't know. Those are most recognizable.
He may as
Him
well
and
have said,
Arnold
"Yo,
have the most
Adrian."
recognizable voices, dude. That's ridiculous.
Yo, Adrian.
Love
Do. Now you say do.
I love it.
Holy shit.
We're doing ADR.
You had done an episode where you talked about ADR being so bad, and I actually paid attention to it. And one of my notes, when he's having the fight with his mom, the ADR, yo, she real mad. Like it just sounds like so badly tacked on. No, she right. She real mad. Like it just was like, how did that come in there? Like it was just like so terrible. And I went back and I watched it a second time, which is the first like in doing any of these episodes with you guys. Like I made my wife watch it with me and she fell asleep in like 10 minutes. And I was just like some of the ADR is just like, oh wow. Like it's just like some of the worst, dude. Like it should not even have been there in the first place, man. And ever since you talked about like ADR, like I pay attention to that in movies. You ruined me. Thank you, Moby.
You're welcome.
You are welcome.
Absolutely.
Oh, there we go.
Kev, I'll take an ejection. I can confirm that there is a small armadillo of fluff on the back of Ving Rhames' head.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's a shag.
Yes.
Enhance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? It's called a shag?
Yeah.
He's got a squirrel tucked behind
That's
his ear.
crazy. That's bad.
Wow. It's terrible.
3 years later, he'd be playing Marcellus Wallace.
Right?
Indeed.
Laser Eye Higo over here.
Good call.
Yeah.
Can spot a mullet from fucking 3 miles away.
Hey, man.
That's his superpower.
I got to tell you, if I'm like stuck in an airport on a way over or some such thing where you're bored out of your skull and you're just trying to kill the time until you catch the next flight or whatever, my favorite thing is counting mullets.
There you go.
That's my game. I just count mullets. I just go around and count mullets.
That's
It's
great.
what you do, man. It is what you do.
I do.
All right. I got to send you a picture. When I was in the airport, this dude was like in full on like sequin bedazzled cowboy gear. And he had this glorious, glorious mullet.
Ooh.
I actually had to take a picture of it. Like I was like, yo, this dude is from the land of I don't give a fuck. And
Yeah.
he's
Yeah, please share that with the class.
Looking like Melly Mel in 82. Yeah, so the flick was good.
Surprisingly good.
Hey, man, you know, I don't know what you call the mullet thing. Like, is it mullet corner or like, but, you know, steak and mustaches exists. And we've spent many, many hours on the podcast
Totally.
Next-
talking
Birds and
about somebody's
giblets.
stupid fucking mustache.
I'm sending it to the EBD IG because I don't have it on the computer. I have it on the phone. Look at that. It's a bullhead mullet.
That's fire.
My man did
If
not
I can
give a
grow
sh-
hair, I would do that.
Dude, and the belt buckle.
You need a name
Oh,
for
yeah.
that belt buckle.
That's pretty good
So,
stuff, dude. Is this like where was this? What airport was it?
That was in JFK.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
He
chuck
had
it in the
nowhere to
chat.
go. He was just standing around just like that for like
Killing
10,
it.
15 minutes.
Flossing.
Yeah. Didn't move from there. I think he started peeping that I was like taking a picture of him, and he was like, I was like, whatever. Man. You walked out the house looking like that.
Yeah,
You knew what you
that's
was
on
about,
you.
son. Yeah.
There you go. Chucking it in the chat now.
Just chuck that thing into the chat.
Chuck it in the chat.
Gym bag is giving me nightmares.
Yeah, that gym bag is
Oh,
scary.
my God, man. Dude,
Oh yeah, it's got
with the
tassels on it.
fringe jacket. Come on.
So good.
Check it while I
I
write.
kind of wish he had a turquoise, one of those like rope necklace things going on, you know? Go full Seagal.
Yeah. I don't know, man. This guy could come from like my hometown. There are a lot of dudes that pretty much had that precise style going.
I'm gonna pretend that gleam on his belt is like actually a pair of handcuffs that just sit there.
No, it was a belt buckle, dude. It was pretty.
It's pretty
serious.
epic.
Yeah, I had to get it from afar. I didn't want to be too disrespectful, but I was also like, I cannot.
I cannot take a picture of this guy.
Yeah,
You got to document that, man. You have to.
Yeah,
For posterity, it's important.
For the benefit of all.
Yeah, because aliens are gonna like find my IG account and be like, "Oh, no wonder they're extinct." The fuck? Yeah, like the bowl head mullet, bro. I had never seen that before. Like,
It's pretty good. Looks like Lego hair, dude. Lego should do a whole line of mullets.
but peep the confidence in his stature. Look at the confidence. Like he's just.
He looks like he's looking up at the flight list, but he's not.
No,
He's just staring.
He's proud. He's proud.
Openly into space.
Just preening.
just look at me. Just look at me. Glorious.
Just look.
stare. Just stare. It's okay. Be rude.
Take
not
pictures
to.
if you must.
Yeah, we'll throw this up in the show notes
Yeah, no worries.
or as chapter art for that
art.
one.
Yeah. Watch it be some badass Sicario, and we all just go listen.
Serious. Just tuning into the EBD podcast. And he sees
Hey, let
this.
me check
Wait,
this out.
is
Are
that
they doing
me?
Are they doing Stop or My Mom Will Shoot?
These motherfuckers. Oh. They're going down.
If he was a fan of the show, he'd probably be pumped that we're talking about him.
I love that film.
Listen, I'm in admiration. Bro.
It's with
I'm in
love.
admiration.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, because I don't have the confidence to walk out the house like that. I don't even wear sweatpants outside the house.
Bruh.
I think you guys haven't heard the latest the show that's dropping this week, but Kev got a fucking video from Danny Cooksey talking about how, it was one of those like pay to fucking get him to say some shit, but like we went off about how Danny Cooksey's now a listener of the show, so he's rocking a mullet too. Like Cooks would be pumped that we're talking about this dude.
Totally, dude.
Dude, I was just in
Not far
Montreal
off
last
from the
weekend.
Cooksey mullet.
Yeah.
It's not.
Dude, Montreal is bringing the mullet back hard.
Oh, dude.
I
If
mean,
you want
like-
to talk fucking mullets? Australia, everyone has a fucking mullet here. My kids have fucking mullets.
I'm talking the Jersey metal mullets, though, like with the feathered hair,
Yes.
and then the long flowing back. Oh, dude,
That's like
And
a
then-
whole
and they all got-
beautiful style of mullet.
I again, like I was just walking, I was like, oh my god, like the power of the mullet just stopped you in the street, bro. And it was like the next thing you know, there's
Power
like five
of the
them.
mullet.
I feel like a metal mullet is like the Gomez of mullets. Like it's a highly refined mullet.
I had a metal mullet
It is.
in the late '80s. I ain't gonna lie.
Because most mullets are,
the-
lazy. They're
the late
lazy, and
90s.
that's kind of the point. But like the metal mullets are they're
Check
definitely
out the metal mullet in 2004.
It's cultivated. The metal mullet is cultivated with care.
I'm drawing a blank on what the mullet segment is, Benny, but there's definitely something there. We need to come up with something.
Right? Yeah, I mean, mullet corner is not really where it's at, I
Yeah.
don't think. But
No.
Mullet mayhem.
there's got to be some
How about mullet mania?
mullet mania.
No.
With a deep echo.
No.
No.
So, was anybody else disappointed that we're technically watching a cop movie and there was only one mustache?
It was a bit disappointing. Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
It is really disappointing.
It was kind of progressive in that aspect that they didn't. It was just Stallone's partner had the cheesy caterpillar,
Yeah, he had a bad.
and it was also the one cop film where they didn't have the hard ass lieutenant cracking the whip.
What do you mean? They have Joe
Oh, you
Beth
mean a
Williams.
ball
Shoot, I
Busting
mean, they kind of blew that one.
They have the dude that Stallone shoves into the toilet.
He did give a swirl. That was some middle school shit right there.
right?
Come on. How are you a
That was.
grown man?
Who the fuck does
So
that?
how-
I love that. The guy gets
It was
swirly,
weird.
and then the lieutenant's like, "Go sit at your desk." He's like, "Fine."
I know. What the hell?
You got detention now.
Wait, how bad was their office romance?
Pretty
Come
fucking.
on.
Well, that
It was-
was the thing, man. Was it instead of a ball busting chief, they combined that with the romantic
His lover.
portion of the movie and just kind of ruined both things simultaneously.
Which kind of elevated it, though. Like, it was the worst example of both tropes that combine Voltron style into something that's like, I don't know.
Like a fucking GoBot.
It kind of works.
I formed the head. Fucking Voltron with shoulder pads.
I was in a Voltron commercial when I was little.
Were you?
That's factual.
Seriously? Claim to fame.
Really?
Dude.
What?
I was a childhood actor. I'm dead serious.
Did you dig that fucker up? I want to see X in a Voltron commercial.
Yo, check this out. No lie. I was on the David Letterman show, right? And the guest that night, the guest was Jay Leno. I swear to God, this is like 1985. I was chilling in the green room with Jay Leno before he ever had his show.
How'd you survive that chin, man?
Yo, that chin is serious.
That's what you sat on? There wasn't a chair for you to sat on his chin?
I just sat on his chin. I was like, hey, Uncle Jay.
On Jay Leno's chin.
Uncle Jay. Yeah, man.
So what were you on the show for? They were like, this kid's in Voltron ads? Come on, do your fucking, put this thing together. Like, what were you doing?
How I got the show, I have no idea. What I did was this. They were making fun of Danny DeVito, right? They were shitting on Danny DeVito's height. So they had me walk out with this girl. I was like 8. She was like 5. She's wearing a Danny DeVito costume. They just put like a bag over her with Danny DeVito drawn on it. I walked her out. David Letterman goes, and here's Jason with Danny DeVito. The whole crowd laughs. I smile. We walk back out. That was everything I did on the fucking show.
I fucking love that, man.
No lie.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I
have it. Somewhere I have it.
I
go way back with Transformers, man.
Dude, I still picture you as like a 6-year-old kid with a chessboard and like a beard.
Nick imagines me when I'm 8 with like a bald head, a goatee, and a scowl.
You guys want to play cops and robbers? I got chess.
You want to play rapper?
That's the thing about stories like that is they sound so unbelievable, but they're fucking true. It's so funny, man.
Dead up. I don't even think about it often, but the Transformers thing made me think about it. It's a piece of my life that I've forgotten about, and every once in a while it'll come to my mind.
And when you're talking about digging back into your emotional past on your new album, you've got a track about being on Letterman.
Yeah, about Danny DeVito costumes and Jay Leno, Jay Leno's chin, David Letterman. It's all on there, fellas.
This one goes out to my shorty, Danny DeVito.
Just check it out. It's all on there.
You were 10 years old, dating divorced moms.
It's well depicted on the album.
I fucking love it, man. Dude, speaking of fucking Danny DeVito, one of the writers for Twins wrote this too. Was it Twins? Yeah. Which I thought was interesting because, like, this is so thoroughly in that same kind of kindergarten copy, ridiculous fucking idea of a comedy kind of movie. I love that this, like, the height of this dude's career is writing those two gems.
Yeah.
Wow.
Threatening to kill somebody's mom 4 times in the movie.
Yeah.
Great comedy. I'm going to shoot my mom.
I remember Twins.
I love how he drops the line halfway through, too. Stop, or my mom will shoot.
Got to sneak that in there.
Got to, for the trailer.
The trailer was god-awful, too. Like, I watched that before I watched the movie. I was like, what am I getting into? What am I getting into? Why? Why have you forsaken us, EBD?
What are the EBD guys got us getting us into?
Hey, man, it's better than Snatch, at least.
Oh.
You know what, man?
That's debatable.
I can't say that I find that an arguable point.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't call you a madman for that. You know?
Yeah, but Snatch was at one point a great film.
Yes.
Yeah, no doubt.
100%.
You know, whereas we rewatched it and we were all like, eh.
I mean, this one I remember when this one came out, and I was like, I know I'm not watching this movie. Like, I know that this is not something I'm going to spend some time on.
Yeah.
Especially at age 47.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, when this movie came out, I was like, yeah, no.
Nah.
Yeah, nah.
No way.
No, but all the IMDb reviews are people like, it's not as bad as you think it is. And I'm like,
Well, that's literally what we
it
all
is.
said at the beginning of this episode.
I know.
Yeah.
But they were giving it 10s. I'm not,
fair
spoiler
enough.
alert. This ain't getting a 10 with me.
The best part is that it's like 78 minutes.
I will
dude,
say,
I
that
was
was
just
the
about to
best
say
bit.
that. It's
I was so
87
excited.
minutes long.
Yeah.
it flew by. Because I remember pausing it and I was like, oh, God, how much is left? It was like, 20 minutes? I was
I'm
like,
done.
and I remember when I did that with Driven and it was only 25 minutes in. I was like, I still got an hour and a half of this shit.
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Got the he guy in the house.
I had the same.
He
I had
guy.
the same feeling about this movie too, man. I was like, oh, and then I was like, oh, it's only barely an hour and a half. Nice.
Fucking sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, and the final scene, oh, Joey, I remember. He shot his mother, and he makes that look on the camera, and it freezes.
Dumbass.
I was so expecting the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme to kick in.
I love it.
That would have been
like a
perfect.
Big can of cheese whiz.
Oh, God.
They couldn't just have it end like on a fucking airport hug or whatever with his amazing Hawaiian-ish LA shirt. It had to be a fucking slide tackle gun fucking bullshit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That was just, those shirts were god-awful, man.
Terrible.
Like, that was another thing. It made me, like, hate the 90s again. I remember, I was waiting for a hypercolor shirt to show up.
Oh, dude. No doubt.
Is it 92? When did this
It's like
come out?
92 and 93.
It's not even like that early in the 90s.
And the kid who always had the hypercolor shirt was the kid who always sweat a lot, so it was always just the wrong color.
He'd have
His
bright yellow
armpits were hot
armpits.
pink. Right, with his baggy Jnco jeans and chain wallet.
Nah, that was pre-Jnco, dude. We
Yeah,
gotta be
that's- 'cause that
closing
was
in on
Driven,
Hammer Pants
Driven.
territory around this
That
time,
is true.
right?
Yeah,
Zubaz, right? Zubaz.
Zubaz, Cavaricci's.
Yeah.
No, I gotta say, it almost struck me as more of an '80s movie than a '90s movie.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It definitely, it screams 80s, even though it's 92.
Transition period.
At least it's got Joe Beth Williams.
What else is she
I'm
been
gonna
in?
keep
I
going,
was
but
like, I
I
know
guys
her
are
from
You
something.
guys have been dogging on her since
I-
the beginning, dude. She was
I just-
in Poltergeist, man. She was great in Wyatt Earp. That's a great Western. You know, she's been in some great movies, man. I
Is
don't know
Wyatt
why-
Earp the one you tried to shoehorn into our episode on Tombstone?
That is
Wyatt Earp?
correct, sir.
No. No Wyatt Earp.
I love
Bad
it.
Wolverine. Bad.
Yeah. Not a big fan of Joe Beth.
Yeah, man.
Why?
she's just-
Why do you dislike
they
her
couldn't
so
have
much?
pumped in, like, I don't know. Who else could have been there? Marissa Tomei or someone?
Yeah.
You know, like,
oh
Kathy
God,
Higa.
dude.
Someone
She
with
was
some
5 when this
personality.
movie came out. X, come on.
Nah.
She
Because she played his daughter. No, I'm sorry, that wasn't. No, was that her in Oscar? Did she play his daughter in Oscar?
Maybe. So maybe that's a
No,
pass.
bro.
Who else could have been?
Oscar came
Someone
out the
else could have
same
been.
year as this terrible movie.
I don't know, I guess because Mary Jo Beth Williams is kind of like a soccer mom. Like I'm waiting for her to
Alright.
break out a plate of orange slices.
She looks like she just went to Caldor.
Dude, she's definitely a mom. I mean, she played a mom in Poltergeist and all these
I
other
think
movies.
I struck
so,
a nerve
you
with
know.
Kev here. Kev's
Yeah.
kind of feeling Joe Beth.
Let me find out. No wonder he's got his background blurred out. Man. He's got a Mary Jo Beth poster.
You got a Joe Beth Williams poster, don't you?
Maybe I do. Maybe I do.
He's not gonna mom
Right?
shame Joe Beth Williams. He's down.
Mom shame. Holy shit.
Right next to
that's
Markie
funny.
Post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Ooh.
Markie Post could have been there.
Yeah.
There you
Love
go.
me some Markie
Yeah,
Post.
now we're talking.
That's
Now we're-
perfect.
Now we're talking.
Post Night Court.
And she had a mullet.
Mark
Yeah, she
Wahlberg.
did.
Glorious she-mullet.
I like it. I like the vitriol for random character.
For Joe
actor.
Beth. For Joe Beth.
Dude, you hate her as much as I hate Robert Duvall. No, Robert Redford, not Robert
Yeah,
Redford.
Robert Redford.
Oh, my own death.
Robert.
You hate Robert Duvall. I don't think.
You got some Redford
No, I love
shit
Robert
going.
Duvall.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
I
Did you
do.
say Robert Duvall though?
I did. That's a death. I don't even know who I hate.
Hates
Before
Robert
Robert Duvall
Rodriguez.
gets sucked into your bullshit.
Fuck you, Robert Duvall. What'd I do? Whatever.
Dude, Robert Duvall's great.
No, he's awesome. He's awesome. I like Robert Duvall. Robert
Kev,
Redford.
that's a Robert Duvall death for Nick.
It's
Damn it.
potentially
doing
better
good,
than
too.
your potentially better than your Michael Pena confusion with.
Oh yeah,
with Luis Guzman.
that was funny. That big motorcycle dude, I was convinced was in Roadhouse. Kev, can you confirm or deny that one for me?
Deny. That guy was not in Roadhouse. That guy was in a lot of stuff, being a sort of husky biker fellow with a beard, but he was not in Roadhouse. He resembled
he looked like
Roadhouse.
Yeah,
and I will go ahead and take an
He's a big
ejection
boy.
death for looking him up on IMDb.
I don't know what it was, but like 2 weeks ago, Roadhouse was on cable, like nonstop. I think I watched it like 5 times.
Because it's legendary.
Good for
Fair
you,
enough.
man. Good for you. That's important.
You can't not watch it if it's on.
Yeah,
JC
exactly.
Penney's here, coming here because of me.
Could have had Kelly Lynch in this movie.
Could have had Kelly Lynch,
See?
but they had Mary Jo Beth Williams. We're gonna make a diss track about her.
Mary Jo.
You should, you should do.
Dennis
like 80 years
Berkeley is the guy that
be like,
played
who the
Miss
fuck are they
Mitchell,
talking to?
Yep.
but he was not in.
Is that what you've been doing for the last 3 minutes?
Yeah, he
You thought it was
not
the guy
in
where the
Roadhouse.
totem, the bear falls on him, right? When they're fighting in the end.
No,
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
Tinker, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
He was not
Yeah.
Tinker, man. No.
I'm sorry, boss. Actually, you know what? I do have a compliment for this movie. I have,
All right.
and it's an opposite of a
boy.
gripe of Kev or a gripe of Marv. It's a complete opposite, whatever you want to call it. When the van got shot up in the beginning, right, and there was like bullet
Yeah.
holes and stuff across the front. When the van shows up later, the bullet holes are still there, but you see that they kind of covered them.
I
They
like
could have
it.
easily crapped out and got a whole
Really?
different. But I was like, oh, they tried to hide the bullet holes. All right, yeah. So it was the same van. I was
That's
actually,
weird, man.
yeah,
I like it.
You know, it was
I
the
like
opposite of a clean garbage
Wow.
can.
Uncharacteristic for the rest of the movie. Attention to detail.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
Attention to detail on the rape van. Perfect. I like it.
And then what was the other thing that struck me? This is like a little bits and bobs. Was when the bad guys were taking Estelle Getty off the plane. Did anybody notice how kind and gentle they were in helping her down after they kidnapped her?
Yeah.
They're all like, "Oh, please, madame, come down," and they're like carrying her all softly and shit. Meanwhile,
Take her
they're
back
threatening
and
to
shoot
throw her
her.
over. They were going to
Yeah.
throw her over the ocean to see if she could swim.
Yeah.
But now let's help her down kindly.
Yeah. All 86
Wait, are we doing
pounds.
bits and bobs?
We
or
are,
is this-
yeah, we're being
I mean,
transitioned.
like we're all over the place with this. film, 'cause-
Shout out. I mean, if we're on that tip, shout out to the Estelle Getty mannequin that Stallone ran through a bunch of walls with at the end
Okay.
there.
Oh my
Threw up on his
God.
shoulder. It was
Wow.
so fucking terrible.
Mhm.
Dude, the wrecking ball thing.
I feel like that's one of those things like you'll see like I don't know. I always get served up Adam Savage stuff on YouTube, the dude from Mythbusters, and he's like looking at props and shit. And I tell you right now, if the Estelle Getty in the fucking neon jumpsuit prop ever goes up for auction, I'm gonna fucking bid on that motherfucker because that would be
There you
hilarious.
go, man. Good for you.
You should do that.
You do that.
People come in and be
definitely
like, "What's
should do
that?"
that.
It's like, dude, it's Tootie.
Estelle Getty.
Stop or my mom will shoot. Like, what are you talking
It's my
about?
full-size replica of Estelle Getty from Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
In this
Big
sweet
Bombowski.
fucking ski jacket or parka or whatever the fuck.
Chad, I can confirm he was not in Roadhouse.
Oh, you're still digging deep, man. You're still making sure.
Yeah, dude. This is how,
It's on the
this is
dark
how I
web.
roll.
Wow.
That's how I do.
This is how
Great
I do.
podcasting.
Do you, Kev? Do you?
And
What
they-
else you guys
they-
got? Bits and bobs. I like that we're transitioning to bits and bobs here. The
I
suicide
just
dude.
like the suicide dude. You got problems.
I could be the
Right,
Easter
all
Bunny.
the cops going up to get him, like walk right past him.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And he ends up being, again, shamed by his mom. Totally takes the attention off the suicide guy. Ha, ha, ha.
Yep, and she's
Ridiculous.
still trying to hook him up. That was dude. That gave me cringe moments because
Yeah, it was cringy.
I'm gonna admit this. No, my mother set me up on a double date with my father. Oh my god.
With who?
With your father.
Like my
What?
father and my mother, they set me up on a double date. In
With
which
Robert Duvall.
With-
no, with this
I
girl
hate
that
him
they
ever
had.
since.
I hate that bastard.
Oh, dude, it was. You know what? I joke about therapy, but the fact that I went on a double date with my parents and my father cock blocked me the whole night. Like that was. I couldn't get a word in edgewise with this chick because my father and at the end of the day, what'd you think of her? I was like, I don't know. You cock blocked me the whole night, man. What do you mean? I was like, I tried talking to her and you bogarted the whole conversation, man. Yeah.
He was mad.
No wonder. There's no wonder I'm all fucked up in the head. Thanks, Dad.
I love it.
Wow.
But talking about that scene with the kid on the ledge, the kid gives in pretty quick.
Yeah.
He gives in like 30 seconds, like, nah, I'm good.
I'm going to jump. Nah, I'm fine. See you guys.
I'm good, man. Stallone's like, come on, Mom, cut it out. Mom.
Don't talk like that to your mom.
Stop, Mom.
Yeah, it was weird, man. This is a really weird premise, dude. Like that scene really. There's a bunch of scenes at the beginning, but that suicide scene, just like, hey, don't talk to your mom like that, like it is so weird, dude. I was just like,
why is he the negotiator?
Why is the guy up there trying to kill himself? He's like, he's got a problem with his mom.
I know, right? Exactly, man.
Still get his eyebrows shoot up.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
And then I started sitting. I was just like sitting here thinking, like, well, I wonder if this was funny in the 90s. Was this funny when it came out in the 90s? The answer is no, dude. It was not funny then. And it's not funny now.
No, would Stallone even be the negotiator there? Why was he on the ledge?
Yeah.
He just walks up. He's like, I got this. Don't worry. What? Why are you on the ledge? Don't worry.
Jason, he does that in every single scene, dude. Every scene he rolls up. He goes screaming in. He jumps out of the car. He's like, all right, what's going on here? I got this.
Yeah. I'm on the scene.
That was the only thing I did like because it was super trope-tastic, man.
Mom, we can't investigate this. How about he locks his mother in the car, right?
Handcuffs her to the wheel, right?
Handcuffs her to the sink.
Yeah.
Right? Like
that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's right.
It's fucked up. Locking your mother in the car?
Yeah, in Los Angeles,
and
where
then
it's not
handcuffing
exactly
her to the sink was weird too, man.
But she gets on the radio too, which was hilarious. This is the police grade band, ma'am. Oh, Mr. Bumowski, how you doing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks for the cookies.
Your mother's cookies suck.
You're going to want to look for the Slim Jim. It should be somewhere in the cruiser. Then you can get yourself out of the car that way.
Snap into it.
Hey. Huh? Snap into it.
Bumowski.
Yeah,
what kind of like could you pick like a stereotypical like chooch name from Jersey?
Total chooch name from Jersey. I don't even know what a chooch is, but I like that term.
Oh, my dad uses that term all the time. Yeah, that's a good one.
What, a chooch?
Yeah. You fucking chooch.
Like meathead, man. It's like
you fucking jamoke.
Yeah.
I'm Joey Bumowski. Oh,
Joey Bag of Donuts away.
Is this the best cop Stallone ever played?
It's kind of Nick Nolte vibes, kind of 48 Hours. I'd like to see Nick Nolte yelling at his mom. Like, he would just, beat her up or some shit.
Yeah.
He would. He'd scare the shit out of her, man.
Gary Busey.
Dude, George's mom would have been a good one.
Gary Busey.
Yeah.
Wait, no, recast this with Nick Cage in the Stallone role and Gary Busey as the dad. I think that would have been...
Yeah, I'm down.
We're back.
You mean Gary Busey is the mom?
There we go, in a wig.
Yeah.
Hey. No, I think Stella Harris as in the Estelle Getty role with Nick Cage as Stallone's role. That would
it'd work.
Right?
I'm down,
Complete
dude.
cul-de-sac. Has anybody ever seen Gary Busey, Pet Judge?
Oh, I've seen clips, dude. It looks so
Thanks
scary.
to you.
Clips.
It's terrifying.
Wait, Gary Busey Pet Judge? What is that?
You've just
It's
sent
like the
Kev.
People's
Kev is going to
Court.
report back in a week having watched all of that shit twice.
Listen,
In
I
his
sat
fucking
down, I was
car.
like,
This is when Kev exits the podcast to watch the show.
It's Judge Judy, but Pats and Gary Busey as the judge.
It's disturbing.
Oh, that's a show, dude.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. It's as
Oh,
crazy,
whoa.
if not more so.
What? Is this real, dude? It's just on Tubby for free.
See you in 3 hours.
See you later, bud.
2020? This is recent.
And that's
man.
going to
I
wrap
can't
this
believe
week's
is
episode, folks.
I can't believe this is a real thing, man.
Oh, way to
Dude, you had me-
way to eject. You pulled the eject lever for Kev's seat there, man. That's it. We're done.
You had me at Pet Judge, but the
You had me.
Chubby for free sealed the deal,
The
man.
Pet Detective.
Oh, sweet. You know what else is on? Alf.
Oh yeah, that classic.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's a
I was on
classic,
Alf when I
man.
was little.
Were you really?
No, I'm just fucking.
Get
Dude,
out of
I
here.
buy
He's
it.
lying, man. He
My
was
first
not on Alf.
skateboard was an Alf skateboard, dude.
That's fire.
It was pretty legit.
Fire.
All the
yeah.
girls in
that is
town were
fire.
so into it.
Get the fuck out of
You
here.
were
Yeah,
getting
true
ass
story,
with
dude.
that joint.
Just skating down the street, panties flung at him, getting
Check
on
out.
the
dude, yeah.
wheels.
More butt than ashtrays.
Throw their fucking diapers at me.
Dude, not only is this a real show, there are 6
You're still
seasons
reading
of
about it. I fucking told you, bro.
6 seasons, man. What the hell?
All right, bits and bobs.
Right?
Been derailed.
Next week, it's
Kevin
like, oh,
Yes.
sorry, fellas, can't make the episode. Didn't watch the movie. I'm on season 5.
No.
Gary
No,
Busey,
dude.
pet judge.
A man sues his wife over the funeral arrangements for their deceased cat. Oh my God, this cannot be real. And yet it is.
It's
I am
not.
totally watching this when we get done. I can't wait. Holy shit. That is some gold right there. All right, let me give myself that little ejection.
Gary
there.
Busey looks like Gary Busey's been doing meth for like 15 years. Like, holy shit.
No, he looks like his own meth head uncle.
Yeah, exactly. Holy fucking shit. Holy googly-eyed ass Gary Busey. Gary Busey's got fucking Rodney Dangerfield eyes these days.
Dude, wait till he starts talking to the pets.
Oh my God.
I can't.
No.
I feel like Gary Busey's got some Ian McShane chompers going on too.
Oh hell yeah!
yeah, he's just a
I
corpse.
guess.
That dude's got no real teeth.
I'm sending you guys a clip from Pet Justice on the EBD podcast IG.
Pet Justice.
Pet Judge, Pet Justice. It's
Oh,
they
right.
can't even get the name right.
They changed it.
Clearly.
But yeah, it's some weird stuff.
I like
Yeah,
I like
there's
how we're
6
trying to get back on track and you're sending fucking clips.
Are we still... Wait a minute. Are we still on...
Are we still recording a podcast? Yes, we are.
Just to clarify things, we're not in the post game show here.
No, we're still right in the middle of it.
Then may I postulate, gentlemen, that in a future episode you do a TV show, the Gary Busey one, man.
Gary, yeah, man, I'm down. We could do a mini-sode on a couple of them, you know?
We very well may have to, Nick.
Should do a few of those, keep them in the back pocket, or you know,
So,
launch them as bonus material for the 2 people who give us money.
there you go.
All right, let's
All
get,
right, are
let's
we-
get
are
back
we-
to it, eh?
Wait,
So back to that movie that we stopped talking about.
Right? What are you doing, Kev? What are you reading about? What are you watching?
well, I'm kind of looking at my notes. Do we wrap up bits and bobs, or what,
We
what
can
are doing?
continue
let's-
bitsing and bobsing
Let
if
me
you
run
want.
through my notes. Detective Alka-Seltzer.
I enjoyed the gunfights. The whole like 90s standing in the middle of an open field and shoot like a bunch of random bullets at a chain to drop a fucking sign on
Yeah.
some Goombas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good.
I enjoyed the 1920s fucking Buster Keaton giant wrecking ball scene.
Yep.
Death by Demolition.
Like, who the
Or the
fuck has a wrecking
weird-
ball in a movie? Holy shit.
The spontaneous. The spontaneous. This building has been
Condemned, yeah.
been scheduled for demolition, just like fucking iRobot.
Yeah. Little Will Smith action.
Yeah, that was
That's good. That was
not good.
The shoes coop.
On the gunfighting, like Chrissy Snaps brought this up. Nobody looked like they'd ever handled a fucking weapon in their life
Except for Estelle Harris.
when they were shooting. It's
Yes,
just like,
it was
I
bad.
have to agree.
Yeah, it
It's
was.
an astute observation.
He's chugging Pepto. You know you don't chug Pepto. You only chug NyQuil.
I mean, yeah. According to Dennis Leary.
The casual drinking in the police precinct. Going out. I was like, let's just have some scotch.
Yeah,
You wanna
doing my
overtime?
paperwork.
Want to do
You
paperwork?
want to do some paperwork too?
You want to do some?
Yeah, it's a little car.
Did you notice when she rolled in for the first time and she was just like, "Oh my God, Joey, your place, it's this, it's that, the dust, there's dust everywhere."
I noticed the
was
dust.
Like, yes.
Yeah, it's a grape, dude. That's where the Chem grapes
there
came
we
from.
go. That is, man.
The classic closet full of shit trope. Like, there were so many fucking 80s
Oh,
tropes in this
God.
thing, man.
Oh my God, the
Door over the
closet full of
closet, bro.
shit was so
That the
dumb,
bowling
man.
ball was gonna roll out like Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Go
or
ahead.
Like I made you a healthy breakfast before work, and he comes out and there's like 25
Cocoa
dishes on the
Puffs.
table, like you forgot your lunch.
How about she aims a gun at him when he's waking up? Go ahead, make your bed.
That was
Right.
kind of funny.
Oh my God.
I thought that was kind of
great.
funny.
Yeah, it was.
Somebody should do
Or
a
how-
fan
you know
edit
what
where the gun goes off and it just ends the movie.
Just blow Stallone away.
Right?
Oops!
Cue the Curb Your
They just show her
Enthusiasm music.
face. That movie was 26 minutes long.
I'm sorry, Kev, I cut you off, man.
No, it's okay, man. You cut out a little bit. I couldn't hear you. I was
Reading about Busey.
no, I
Watching
wasn't.
Pet Judge.
Dude,
Watching
I'm
Pet
not
Judge.
reading about Busey.
I'm watching him.
I'm actually
watching him on
watching the
mute.
show while I'm listening to
You're
the
watching
show.
you're watching him on mute while listening to the audio of Stale Cracker videos.
No, I'm listening while I'm listening to you guys. I had something and then I lost it.
Then we beat it out of you.
Yeah, something like that. What do I got here?
You got any notes for this one, Kev? You normally
Yeah, I did have a few notes here. The whole did we talk about the whole phone thing in the bar?
No. I mean, other than the background, all the voices being Stallone.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So we talked about the ADR in the bar, but like he's sitting there on the phone counting the number of rings, and he was at like 43 at one point, and I was just like, and then he gets up to 70 rings while he's waiting for his mom to answer the phone, and I just was struck by like how I forgot how there was a time with no answering machines and no nothing, and the phone would just ring and ring and ring and ring.
Oh, yeah.
And there was nothing anybody could do.
And every once in a while, you
about
do it. You go for the 80 ringer.
Yeah, right? It was just kind of weird, man. Seeing that again.
Yep.
That's it.
I like how you had to fucking
All right.
rustle through 8 sheets of paper to find that note.
No, that wasn't it at all, dude. So I figured I
Hang
thought
on,
of the
hang
thing
on. I
was
got
gonna
something
say
here.
before.
I got a note here.
The phone's endless ringing is like the dust from Big Trouble in Little China.
Die Hard 2.
So I find it interesting that Arnold either allegedly or did trick him into
That's
doing
confirmed,
this.
yeah.
Okay, confirmed, right? Because I read that from multiple sources too.
Confirmed
But-
in an interview in 2007, I believe.
So I wonder if when Estelle Getty says, "I'll be back," when they're in the office of the British douchey, and Stallone kind of like jumps onto the joke, and they make an extra large stupid joke out of it. If they were like, ha ha ha, we're going to stick it to Arnold. Like, I got this movie.
You got it, man. Zing.
He goes,
Freaking
cops
worst
don't say that.
movies.
Terminators say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Joke's on you, Arnold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
so
with
I don't
that
know.
one.
I found that whole thing kind of interesting. It's like, okay, are you trying to stick it to Arnold because the joke's on you, man? I don't know.
That was pretty good.
It was
What?
kind of just like so slapped in there, though. It was just kind of like
I kind of wish
knowing that
Stallone
now.
said it.
Oh, it was totally thrown away, dude. No doubt. And it was kind of silly when Estelle Getty said it, but whatever.
Just the sheer amount of embarrassing shit she threw on the table, like coming into the room. It's just like, Mom, come on, Mom. It was pretty good.
Or what about the? At one point there was a guy. I don't know if it was Stallone that said it, but it was happening in a scene where somebody called somebody Four Eyes.
Oh.
And the response, which I haven't heard in so long. And then the response was Up Yours. I was like, man, that is so of the era, dude, for sure. It was great to hear.
4 Eyes still solid. Still solid.
Still very solid.
Very solid. I haven't used it in a long time. I haven't heard it in a long time. Yeah, you're sitting next to a 4 Eyes, dude.
You had those sweet digi glasses that were popping on your face there a little while ago.
Yeah, bro.
You know what? Every time I looked
now.
into the screen, it because it was like the filter, it kept like making my eyes screwy. So now these are the computer glasses, the blue blockers or whatever.
Oh, fuck
there
yeah,
you go.
dude. I got a pair of blue blockers. Shit's the shit.
Because I'm
Did
getting
they work?
old.
Them shits
Yeah,
are the shit.
yeah.
Nice.
From being online teaching and stuff like that, I was getting headaches, and I just ordered them, and I was like, oh, better. So now when I'm
Nice.
sitting in front of the computer so much,
I wear them for work too.
yeah, you know. I mean, they're not exactly stylish, you know.
Not bad.
Not posing with these on an album cover, but you know,
You could.
I could.
You could. Yeah,
pull it
you
off.
could do that.
You know, with a cravat in the library,
Mascot.
and a chalice.
All right, fellas.
Velour blazer.
Ooh, there you go.
Oh, the velour with the ascot would be fly.
Don't make me break out my velour jumpsuit.
Yeah.
You got a couple. You know you do. Just like
Yeah,
Kev's got a
I
bunch of
do.
rollerblades in his fucking closet. You got
Oh, dude,
velour
I got
jumpsuits
2 of
up in
them.
there.
Damn right. I can totally
I got
see
2.
you having velour jumpsuits, bro.
I got 2.
I got 2, man.
Hold on, let me go get them.
They are.
I got you.
I
I'll go
got
get both of them.
I got them as a joke, and I tried it on. I was like, "Holy shit, this is comfortable."
They're
What
fly,
about?
man.
Yo, I had to buy a second one.
That should be on an album cover.
Right?
Yeah.
Any other notable scenes?
I thought the garbage truck getting chopped up by the plane propeller was kind of cool.
That was cool, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The return of Lincoln Hall.
The return of
Yeah.
Brute Cologne.
That's right.
actually the nugget was that he was supposed to drive that truck through a building, and it was a cut scene. And I was kind of
really?
like, oh, that would have been like a nice tie-in to Over the Top
Hell yeah.
if he did that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You know, which makes me wonder that there's cut footage. Like, I wonder what the director's cut of this would have been.
Like
Kev will get on wanting a Snyder's cut, or a Rob Schneider cut about it.
Ooh, Schneider cut.
Rob Schneider cut. There you go. Woo.
All right. Nuggets? Any nuggets? That was a nugget. That was a good
sure.
transition into nuggets, the cut scene.
All right. Yeah.
Nah, man. I didn't really see too much about this other than the nude
Nuggets.
scene of him in the shower making it PG-13 so they wouldn't think it was so wishy-washy of a film.
Which is pretty funny.
How about Prime Video saying that the director of this was known for directing 48 Hours?
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
I said that to Nick. He goes, Walter Hill did that. And I said, oh, I don't know. Prime Video says this dude did it, whatever his name is.
No, I
Check
said
it
he
out,
was a
yeah.
writer. He's a writer for 48 Hours.
Oh, good Lord.
What's his name?
How the mighty have
Woody?
fallen. Yeah, Stepanopolis, something, whatever.
Stepanopolis, I think that's his name.
Papadopoulos.
No, Roger Spottiswoode was the guy that directed it.
Spottiswoode. There you go. I knew that. I was just testing you guys.
Walter Hill was the director of 48 Hours. Writers, Roger Spottiswoode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Prime.
Steve Polycropolis.
There you go. But there's some connective tissue there for sure.
Why does Jo Beth Williams look like a paper bag, man?
Because she's Joe Beth Williams. She was in Wyatt Earp, man.
Come on.
Dude, she was great in Wyatt Earp.
She was killer
Double
in
feature.
the other movie, Kev said.
We're doing our episode. That's why we're taking a pause here. This is the intermission. We're going to start doing a Wyatt Earp episode now.
This is the
It's the
Joe
second half
Beth
of the show.
Williams episode. Was she in Alien?
You know,
would
when I
say?
think about Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, I always think about
Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp, naturally, because
Because of Joe Beth.
yet another terrific Jo Beth Williams movie.
Yet another.
Among the many.
You know who played Wyatt Earp in Wyatt Earp?
Kev.
Stallone.
Armando Sante.
Armando Sante.
All right, deaths, Kev. Do you have any good deaths there?
What about the Nuggets, bro?
That's it. There's no nuggets. Jo Beth Williams is the only nugget I give a shit about.
We're done on the Nuggets.
We did the Nuggets.
She's got
This
some
is
nuggets.
Terrible.
She's a fucking Lilf.
Death.
He is a chicken
Lieutenant, I like.
Oh my God. Don't finish that sentence, please. Thank you. All right. We had pretty, I guess, a decent showing considering there's 2 extra people on the show. We've got the Stallones themselves had an early, they started recording in a tardy manner death. And then Chad ejected on Ving Rhames. Nikki had the Duvall of death. And then, let's see, I had the Mitchell in Roadhouse ejection and then the Gary Busey ejection. That's it.
The 10-minute watching
still
episode
very
of
good.
Gary Busey.
You could add them. I'm on a Joe Beth Williams ejection death because I'm looking to see if she's been in anything good. And
All right.
The answer is
well,
no.
the answer
we
is
can have that.
no.
What about A Season of Hope?
Poltergeist.
Dude, what about Poltergeist, dude?
What
She's
about
great in
Poltergeist,
too.
man?
And what's the deal with this ghost
And The Big
anyway?
Chill. The Big Chill.
The Big Chill.
What's
She was
the
in
deal?
The day after. Timeless Tales from Hallmark. She was in Dutch.
Dutch was
so-
great, dude.
She was in Fish Police. There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
There you go.
She was the voice
Sex,
of
Love, and Cold Hard Cash. She's well known for Sex, Love, and
She was
Cold
in
Hard
Batman the animated series in '94.
Cash. Yeah, we're good on Joe Beth.
There
Yeah,
you go,
she's-
man. See?
Like, X trying to shut it down. Just stop talking about this Joe Beth.
I can't. Yeah, she hasn't been anything good, man. Outside of, I'll give you Poltergeist, and begrudgingly, I'll give you Wyatt Earp.
And this.
There you go. And this.
And this.
Especially this.
A tour de force.
All right, whatever.
Fucking Stallones. Shit,
Love Joe Beth.
Dear Joe Beth, the views of the Stallones do not reflect our show.
Yeah.
Love Wolverine.
Love
Dude,
always.
Gary
Moby.
Busey looks like Carol Burnett. Oh, no.
I love that I infected you with the Gary Busey pet judgment.
That is an infection.
All right.
Ratings, dudes.
Dare I say ratings? Yes.
Ratings.
Stallone,
All right,
you go
let's go for it,
first.
Now, just so I'm clear, the ratings are in comparison to what
They're just
other
nonsense,
types of
dude.
movies.
They're complete fucking
No.
nonsense.
I give it a faux.
Thank you. They don't mean anything.
It's a faux.
The fact that you think they mean something, it means something.
They mean something to me.
And that means more than what the ratings mean. Look, Chad's algorithm is
And my
every
algorithm
movie,
aside, everything's a 5, except for this.
everything in Chad's algorithm is rated against all of the movies in the algorithm. Besides from that, Benny and I just do our own thing.
Benny's brought carpentry measurements into the mix.
No, I just didn't want to compare it to, Pulp Fiction or something.
You can if you want to.
No. You can do whatever you like. I mean, I currently am rocking a decimal point ranking
Better than Pulp
system, as I'm
Fiction.
sure
I mean,
you
I'll
all
give you
know.
that.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, what?
It definitely is. I give it a 4.
There you go.
4.
I'm gonna
4.
lean
All
towards.
right, yeah. All right,
I
I'm
gave
down with
Rocky
that.
3 and 8.
What about you?
I'm gonna lean towards a 5, and just because I went in wanting to hate it so much. Yeah, who's wrestling
What
with
are
a
you
robot?
guys doing?
The fuck is that?
Fucking Chad typing.
I'm
dude,
writing
or
down
something.
your scores, dude. I keep a log of this
Oh.
shit.
Yeah, bro.
See, it does mean something.
Yeah, see,
It does.
he's got his
see?
Voltron out,
I'm
man.
gonna hold this shit against
He's
you
playing with his Voltron.
when I'm on Letterman later.
I'd give it a
He's
5
on
just 'cause
Letterman. Yeah, there you go.
I wanted to hate this movie, but Estelle Getty was a pleasant surprise, and I give it a 5 because her back was hurting from carrying this movie. So
5 is realistic.
She did carry it.
Yeah, I'm with that. A Stallone's 5 from a Stallone. How about that?
Yeah.
How
I
about
love
it?
Right?
yeah,
Down with that.
Yeah.
All right. Orange, go.
This movie's not a 5.
No shit, bro.
I've got it actually We did Last Stand recently, and we did Samaritan, I don't know, probably a fucking year ago. That kind of dumbass Stallone comic book movie. I think this is better than Samaritan, but not as good as the Johnny Knoxville tour de force of The Last Stand.
It's as good as Samaritan?
Better than Samaritan, and The Last Stand is better than this. It's a 3.6.
I agree.
So I said 4. Nick said 5.
There you go.
So right
All
in the
right.
wheelhouse.
Remember, like Chad will be like, "This movie changed my life." It's a 5.
Yes, it's a 10.
Totally. Exactly how he rolls.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a 5 and 1/16.
5 and a stink.
All right, I like that, man.
5 and a stink.
Hmm.
No explanations.
Well, this is tough. I think.
Kept just watching Gary Busey.
I think
I like how he goes like,
go,
no.
I'm going to be slightly more generous and give it a
9.62.
No, it's 6 on the nose. I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm gonna stick with that.
6?
Yes, with no. I'm not gonna expound on that either. I'm just gonna give it a 6.
All right. There you go. Best of the bunch, Kev.
I guess everybody was somewhere on the rainbow,
Everybody was somewhere.
right?
That's true.
See, now I have to wonder though, would I have rated this as high if I'd never seen Driven?
Oh, yeah, that's a good
I don't
point.
know.
What did
That's
we
a
give
really good
Driven
question,
to?
man.
You know, I mean, I gave Driven a 0.
A 0.
I gave that a 0. That was
Yeah.
just a
That
miserable
was and very
experience.
that was very disappointing.
You know, and I like I said, I came in here hoping to hate it, and I was like, this is going to be as bad as Driven, and I was like, oh,
Nah,
move
it
along.
wasn't.
You know,
Did all right.
84 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I wouldn't recommend people revisit it though. I don't think I would say I don't think I would say watch this movie.
Definitely not.
Yeah. No.
No need to go that far.
no, I would not recommend.
I'd even go so far as to
No.
say as if you flip the channel and it's on the TV, keep going.
Keep flipping.
Yeah,
Find Gary Busey
Definitely.
pictures.
Keep it moving.
Yeah.
as opposed to Gary Busey, Pet Judge, which you should watch.
Holy fucking shit, Higo.
Oh,
What the fuck did you
Oh. Fucking terrifying.
Oh my god.
That guy's
Jesus.
the worst.
That is the stuff of nightmares.
Fucking
How do I
Busey.
want to make
wanna
that
blow
into a
this up and
t-shirt?
make it. I want to blow it up. I love how one of his eyes is teeth.
He's got a teeth mustache cap.
Wait, I can't see it because there we go.
And he's got
Right.
extra rows of teeth.
To better chew
Wait.
his steaks with.
God, I wish if I click on those pictures, it'll blow them up. But if I click on the video, it doesn't blow it up. That's a bummer.
I'm downloading that.
I love how
gotta
he's
see this larger, man.
he's got 19 sets of teeth and super bloodshot eye and like a little bit of fucking a pee tickler going on because he didn't shave properly. Like there's a lot going on in this photo, man.
Oh, there we go. I finally expanded it out. Wow, why is it shaking like that?
That's not the photo. That's you, man.
I wonder if that's just my computer. Who knows? Wow,
All
the
right,
teeth
Heeks
thing
gets
is
some
weird.
fucking Gary Busey denture death.
That other picture is even better, dude. Oh my god, that's great.
Well, thanks for joining us on the show where we didn't talk about this movie, Stallone. Where the fuck do you find this?
The hair instead of the head.
Right. I like how there's no head. It's just this top of his hair, dude. It's priceless. Oh my god, yeah. Yes. Thanks for joining us for the movie we decided not to talk about.
Keep an eye out for X's album, dude. Should be dropping. If it hasn't dropped already, we'll link. If it's dropped, we'll link it in the show notes, and if not, it'll be out in about a week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Week to
short.
2 weeks.
'Cause,
Appreciate you guys.
This
Week or
show
two.
will be out in 2 weeks, so.
Oh, right.
Ben's killing it with the Gary Busey.
Oh my god. I can't look at Gary anymore.
Oh my god.
Oh
Sweet
my
dreams.
God. There you go.
You know what? I'm gonna get that printed on a pair of Speedos. Just prance around.
Oh wow.
All right,
Good
gentlemen.
stuff.
Good to talk to you guys again, man.
Yes,
yeah, it was
man.
good to
Thank
have you
for
guys on
having
the
us, as
show. We
always,
appreciate
man.
it.
Yeah, thanks for joining us again.
Keep killing it.
Yeah.
All right, next time we'll do a good movie.
No, he won't.
No doubt.
Yeah, no.
I'm pretty sure that's what we said last time.
I was
Filthy
gonna
lies,
say,
Ben.
you gotta say it like next time we'll do something really good. So yeah, that's this comes to one of my favorite parts of the show. Slab, what are we doing next week?
Next week we're doing Renfield. Marv, you sent that to us a while back saying it was pretty good, eh?
Yeah, man. I gotta say, Nick Cage, since the movie Pig, has been pretty much killing it with some of the choices. And I thought he hammed it up in the right way for Dracula, man. I enjoyed the movie thoroughly,
Dude,
man.
he did such a good sort of, Bela Lugosi-ish fucking Dracula. It was
So
great.
pumped.
Yeah, man. I thought that was good. I hope you guys. I look forward to listening to that episode. For the movie that you picked for yourselves and left us with the
And
fucking
not for us.
leftovers.
Oh no, this will be remembered for years
Oh yeah.
For eons.
All
in
right,
the
guys.
annals of the EBD. It will be remembered. All right, well, great. That sounds exciting. I'm excited. So, folks, thanks for joining us for this terrible movie, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, and we will see you next week for Renfield. And thank you to the Stallones for joining us. See you another time.
Peace.
See ya.
And that's going to wrap up this week's episode, folks. If you'd like to check out the show notes for this episode, you can do so in your podcast app of choice or at our website, ebd.fm/episodes/220. And if you would like to support the show, you can do so in a number of ways. You can rate us and review us on iTunes or wherever you get your podcast nug muffins. You can also tell your friends to check out the show. We know people that have been doing both, and we certainly sure do appreciate that. Also, you can support us directly on Patreon. That's patreon.com/EBD podcast. We know some folks are doing that. We really appreciate that. That's fantastic. Helps keep the lights on. And, of course, I feel like there's something else, but I can't remember what it is. At any rate, we really appreciate
the show. Okay, bye.
Yeah, we really appreciate the support, folks. So thank you. And then, as always, join us on social media if you're feeling sassy. We can be found on Instagram. Thanks for joining us for Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. We'll see you next week for Renfield. So long for now, folks.
2 for Troy Eagle, 3 for Wolverine to round out the trio. In this episode, everybody dies.
Beady.
Snap into it.
I do believe it's time to build, and I never bury blocks. Trouble's compounded, leave you confounded like a jury box. I confess, your favorite rapper's best verse, really no contest. The consequence of my conquest is this crown jewel. Another feather in the stocking cap through all the interlocking traps. I'm still rocking raps. Since way back, pocket line with latent fine copper. Yo, round dropper throwing snowballs and crime stop. And the factories was infested with asbestos, but I remain thoroughly invested in my manifesto. The voice beneath the hood bellows, in which nobody can deny, like jolly good fellows. Before I was bald and fingertipping the Spalding and left crowds appalled at how I had the mic stalled. Check your research. I got gems like stolen merchandise, deep as sea urchins with the elevated perch precise. White bread with the butter, gutter mouth on shutter. I'll carve my name into the annals of this art with nothing but a smile. I got a tongue like a sigh. You are neither one. Spit saliva at your lung and watch you rise. On high alert, I'm in a state of grace. Not saying I'm the greatest, but just let me state my case. Yo, And when the beats start, I'm like, nice to see your fine ass again, sweetheart. About to make you eat dog. Don't try to match wit. I'm still bumping skis and please. I roll Ebenezer, ain't giving shit to Bob Crash. Unlatch the hatchet. Let your chin hit the deck. I ain't splitting hairs, I'm splitting it. Stomach pit to intellect. Been in effect. Since I had my arm around Farrah, paragraphic terrorist, repping a parallel dare. I breeze through school with less than invested tax. Checks what this cat kicks. Let's eliminate the asterisk. You close but no go Heba. Couldn't stop the shit I'm kicking from the corner with goalies endorsed by FIBA. Minute amoeba, no need to interfere. You want an ice cold vent to blaze the bullshit. The winter's here. Forearm shivers, me mugs and bubble goose. Reduce the rolling clips, the rumble goji, let the trouble loose. And I came out of storage just to find some outsiders foraging through my porridge, and that's how they just score. It seems the path to success contains a locked door, but I can slap rap stars with some shit from out my sock drawer. Crack mics pronto. Crack mics pronto. The super. The super. Crack mics pronto. Crack mics pronto. Be on high alert. I'm in a state of grace. Not saying I'm the greatest, but just let me state my case. Yeah. Let's take it back to Strat City, hometown, that's my turf. Cast iron versus Nerf, Silver Surfer versus a Smurf. Off my paragraphs with poetic wax. Connecticut's kinetic acts, never trust the medic facts. The carnivorous chewer of scraps. Sick your biggity bait into the sewer, make your lure collapse. Shadow agent by the viaduct, cloaked up like Friar Tuck. Try your luck, made the club owner call up the fire truck. They need a hook and ladder, crooked eye with the straight edge. Cut bait with the gut rod, recalibrate the great ledge. About to spray a ray, stay away from the plated glass. Don't play today, the fadeaways, in space gets invaded fast. On a mad ankle fracturer, symbiotic with the methodology, master manufacturer. That's established canon, not Paco Bell. I can stab the shit in half like a taco shell, back like Maco Bell. Now you can follow Lee, don't like it, you can swallow C. Goddamn right, I still idolize Apollo Creed. Just in case you don't recognize the face, it's Stallone #2, Big Jake's up in the place. War. Crack mics pronto. The super. Crack mics pronto. Crack the super. The super. Be on high alert. I'm in a state of grace. Not saying I'm the greatest, but just let me state my case.